Hey, it's JT,
And Mike.
hosts of Brew Crime.
And we've got some exciting news for you.
Mark your calendars for July 12th to 14th, 2024.
We're heading to the True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival in Denver, Colorado, and you won't want to miss it.
Are you worried about costs? Fear not. This festival is designed with you in mind, an affordable experience without sacrificing quality.
There are no inflated costs, just a weekend packed with authenticity, education, and networking.
Have you ever wished for genuine one-on-one interactions with your favorite creators? Well, now is your chance.
Save 15% off your ticket price by using the code BREWS at checkout.
You know, those things you need after listening to us for an hour? Well, at least me.
We hope to see you there and let them know.
Brew Crime sent you. Head over to truecrimepodcastfestival.com. This is Brew Crime News.
Your daily news, once monthly. Here are your hosts,
JT.
and Mike.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Brew Crime News, where we deliver your daily news monthly. My name is Jumpy Torrent, and I am I'm not. I'm co-hosting with...
Oh, my. I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure that's...
Sunny Cucumber. No, Sunny.
Sunny Cucumber.
I actually meant to say Sunny.
I like that one better. First take. That's what we call him, Mike First Take.
Oh, I was trying to say Sunny Zucchini because I looked out the window and it's sunny and I'm looking right at my zucchini plant.
It's not what you think it is.
It looks pretty healthy. It hasn't got any zucchinis yet, though.
You always like a healthy zucchini.
Yes. I could have been Sunny Mint as well because there's a nice big mint plant out there, too.
It's just not as funny as a zucchini, though.
You're not wrong.
I can't send an emoji of a mint.
True. And speaking of a dick.
Oh, yeah.
Some people think I'm an alien.
I mean, would you rather have like a gasoline-powered cell phone or a battery-powered cell phone? I mean, it's like no-brainer, you know?
I don't really have a business plan. Yeah, I haven't had a business. I had a business plan way back in the 2 days. Much less than we spend on healthcare, but maybe more than we spend on lipstick. You know, something like that. And I like lipstick, so like I've got nothing against it.
Oh no, the car exploded.
Like if you had like crack cocaine on Mars, like in pre-packaged, pallets, it still wouldn't make sense to transport it back here.
You know, there are some people where you just really got to go digging for stupid as shit sound bites. I have a feeling you found those pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
The hard part was deciding which stupid clip to use. And then finding another one and adding it to the end.
Right?
Crack cocaine.
Well, as we know, Elon's got his super tiny hands and a little bit of everything, including the internet.
Yeah.
And he has Starlink, which the idea is cool. I don't like who's doing it, primarily because of how shady he is, but
yes,
the idea is nifty because it gives access to people who wouldn't normally. Well, in that vein, a reclusive tribe in the Amazon finally got hooked up to the internet, thanks to Elon Musk. Only to be torn apart by social media and pornography addiction.
Oh my God. Who would have saw that happening, right?
Yeah, the elders are complaining. Brazil's 2,000-member Marubo tribe has been left bitterly divided by the arrival of Starlink service 9 months ago, which connected the remote rainforest community along the Itui River to the web for the first time. When it arrived, everybody was happy. Sainama Marubo, 73, told the New York Times. But now things have gotten worse. Young people have gotten lazy because of the internet. They're learning the ways of the white people. I'm not even offended. You are correct.
Just the white people. It's basically everyone that has access to the internet.
Well, yeah.
There's
I'm
Asian
fine.
cultures. There's all kind of cultures that are
Listen, I am
lazy
fine. I will own it. It's fine. The Marubo are a chaste tribe who even frown upon kissing in public. But Alfredo Marubo, all Marubo use the same last name, said he is anxious that the arrival of the service, which delivers super fast internet to far flung corners of the planet, has been billed as a game changer by Musk, could upend standards of decorum. Alfredo said many young Marubo men have been sharing porn videos in group chats, and he has already observed more, quote, aggressive sexual behavior in some of them.
Jesus.
He said, we're worried young people are going to want to try it. He said of the kinky sex acts they've suddenly been exposed to on screen. Everyone is so connected that sometimes they don't even talk to their own family. So,
oh, wow. I mean, it sounds like everywhere else in the world.
Right. I mean, initially, right, the internet was heralded as a positive for the remote tribe who were able to quickly contact authorities for help with emergencies. So it's like snake bites, for instance. So
yeah,
it saved lives.
I mean, it's like we thought of the internet back in the day.
Correct. Without the knowledge that it was going to destroy us.
Yes.
But, it's changed the routine so much that it's detrimental. Quote, in the village, if you don't hunt, fish, and plant, you don't eat. And some young people maintain our traditions. Others just want to spend the whole afternoon on their phones.
I'm surprised he hasn't brought Uber Eats into the jungle yet.
Jesus. God, I know. Another father is anxious about his children playing violent first-person shooter games. There's just a lot of worries. Yeah. So, well done. Well done, Elon. You're destroying cultures that have kept to themselves, been safe and sound. So good job, buddy.
I think this culture needed to do what that tribe off of India's coast does and just throw spears at people like him.
As soon as they got there with the boxes for Starlink, just
yeah.
I don't know. Somebody send Ace Ventura out. He'll fix it.
Of course. All right. Well, everyone's favorite car company. Tesla Cybertruck deliveries halted amid problems with giant windshield wiper. They've only delivered something like 3,000 of these, recalled all of them, and now they're halting production.
That makes it even more amazing that I was almost run off the road by one the other day, and there's one in my county.
Oh, God. I have not seen one yet. Although I did see a picture of one online today that had one of those fabric covers over it, so it didn't rust. They said that moisture gets under those, so it's just going to be a rusty mess.
Yep. Yeah, they're even dumber in public.
Yeah. So Tesla's reportedly halted the Cybertruck deliveries amid a problem with the motor of its giant windshield wiper. The Cybertruck is equipped with the biggest wiper put on a consumer vehicle. It's the result of Tesla's design, which aimed to have a straight line for the front end of all the way to the apex of the roof, resulting in nowhere to hide wipers between the hood and the windshield. Instead, Tesla opted to have a single giant exposed wiper with a vertical resting position for aerodynamic purposes. So in my review of the Cybertruck, go ahead.
It is such a stupid ass looking wiper. I mean,
Everything.
It looks like a giant's dick that just comes down and right in front of you.
Well, wasn't it? It was like a PS1 graphics of the what vehicle is that again?
The Aztec.
Aztec, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So this person said, in my review of the Cybertruck, I noted that we had some problems with it, like starting on its own for no reason and staying down as in a resting position rather than up. However, I chalked it up as being due to Tesla's notoriously bad auto windshield wiper system, which is common on all Tesla vehicles, not just the Cybertruck.
Then why buy?
Yeah, why buy a vehicle that's that expensive?
I got really pissed off at the driver who almost cut me off with it. Because he was a tool bag, but I guess I could only be so angry at a dude who's driving a car that is just constantly working to render itself.
Yeah, 100%, right?
You know,
Yep.
just the lag. So the Olympics are coming. They're going to be in Paris. They're going to build. They've already built massive things that will never be used again. It's a waste of time and money.
Mm-hmm.
The first sentence in this is they won't be getting gold medals for abstinence. Athletes, dude, the athletes' village is known for their raucousness.
Oh, hell yeah. As it
Athletes
should be.
hoping to get frisky during the upcoming Olympic Games in Paris appeared to have their dreams dashed after organizers announced that they were ordering the same, quote, anti-sex beds used at the 2020 Tokyo Games. But the 16,000 modular mattresses made by Japanese company Airweave and sent to the City of Love ahead of the opening ceremony are safe for sex. Photographs of the twin-size mattresses made of polyethylene and set up on cardboard bed frames recently raised eyebrows, with many speculating they were designed to deter any amorous activity. However, looks can be deceiving. Airweave US's U.S. Chief Operating Officer Brett Thornton told the Post that the cardboard frames are even designed far sturdier than typical wooden bed frames, meaning athletes can go for the gold on mattresses night after night after night. When pressed to confirm whether or not the competitors can have sex on the beds, a rep for Thornton pointed to a statement originally given to the Japan Times by Airweave CEO Motakuni Takeoka. Quote, sex is sex, whether it's on our mattress or somebody else's. We just wanted to create a mattress that is stronger than normal mattress. We're only focused on sleep. We're not concerned with anything else that happens on the bed.
I mean, it's the Olympic Games. It's a bunch of like the hottest people, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not everyone thinks that way, but you know what? They're all like super fit. Like, yeah.
I mean, it looks super uncomfortable, but they're actually said to be extremely comfortable. So I guess it's each mattress is comprised of 3 separate blocks that come in varying grades of firmness, so they can be customized for different body types. I think no matter what firmness you get, something else is going to be firm one way or another, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, so and I remember this story because the whole joke was these anti-sex beds that they put in Japan. It didn't work.
Well, I mean, you just have sex on the floor beside the bed then.
On the floor, against the wall, in a shower.
In the shower, yeah, on the grass outside.
Listen, I think Jeff Goldblum said it best. Life finds a way.
Sex finds a way.
That's how I'm closing that article out, because I think that's a great pin to put in it.
Great place to stick it.
It's a great place to stick it.
All right. Boaters' safety concerns raised after Vancouver seaplane collision.
Oh, boy.
2 people were hospitalized after Saturday collision in Cole Harbor, which involved Harbor seaplane. After multiple people were injured following a collision between a seaplane and a pleasure boat on Saturday, boaters are sharing tips on how to safely or stay safe on Vancouver's waters. 2 people were hospitalized after a Harbor Air seaplane taking off from the nearby Harbor Flight Center hit a boat near Stanley Park on Saturday afternoon. Canada's Transportation Safety Board is investigating the collision. The plane's 5 passengers and pilot were not hurt, but people on the pleasure boat suffered injuries. And when you watch the video, you can literally see the plane jump as it hit the boat.
Jeez.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the crash has sparked calls for more safety measures in and around Burrard Inlet where the collision occurred, which sees thousands of recreational boaters every summer, but also serves as the route for commercial vessels, tugboats, and cruise ships. The Vancouver Fraser Port Authority is responsible for monitoring ship traffic in the inlet. Its harbor master, Sean Baxter, said anyone going out on the water should check the port's website ahead of time to see what areas they're allowed to access. Like, this is not an area really to play around. Like, there's all the harbor airplanes taking off. There's
Yeah.
also a fast ferry that goes out of the same area, cruise ships, tugboats, massive container ships. It's just like, don't play here.
No, not at all. Good.
I mean,
grief.
there is like a marina there, but you got to know what you're doing. So they're investigating the exact cause of the crash. Ian Gibson, director of the Canadian Safe Boating Council, says it comes down to which vessel is more maneuverable. So the boat. You're trying to take off in a plane on the water. You're going straight. You can't turn at that high speed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so the vessel that is least maneuverable is the one that has the right of way. He told Michelle Elliott, host of CBC's BC Today, when a float plane is either landing or taking off, it cannot change its course. So any other object on the water has the responsibility to give way and stay clear.
Mhm.
Here, I think I can send you. Here, I'll send you this link and you can watch the video, I think, here quickly.
Oh,
It actually took the pontoon off a bit.
oh my gosh! It's like it's like it hopscotched over it.
Yeah, right. That's actually a better video than I've seen until this point. And then it goes nose first into the water.
That's insane.
Yep. Oh, there's more angles. And I not too often, but I fly Harbor Air for work, often enough. And yeah, new fear unlocked, right?
So I feel like when we started this whole news thing, I feel like at some point we covered a story in which a woman married a ghost. Does that sound familiar to you?
Think so?
It was a long time. It would have had been one of the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
So, it's important to know that this woman who said she married a ghost has now divorced the ghost
Oh, that is important.
and has adopted a possessed clown, which she says has made her ex jealous.
Oh, of course.
She tied the knot with Victorian soldier spook Eduardo, then split with him when she accused him of cheating and then stalking her. She's a singer-songwriter. She's adopted a possessed clown after connecting with him when spending a night in the Clown Motel in Nevada.
Jesus Christ. Of course there's a clown motel there.
So she toured along with the clown. She brought the clown back to where she lives in Oxfordshire. She says her ex Eduardo has become jealous and does not want the clown in the house. She says Eduardo has so far been placid with her, communicating with other spirits, and the couple rarely make contact these days. But his unrested soul seems to be rattled at the thought of her bringing another ghost over the threshold. I'm not even going to read any more of this. It's just effing ridiculous. But here, I'm gonna send a picture. I'm gonna send a picture of her with
so lonely.
I'll send a picture of her with the clown doll. There you go.
Oh, please.
Tell me what your initial thoughts are.
My initial thoughts are that she looks like an artist or a theater kid, and she's just trying to do a bit almost.
Yep. I mean, feel free to go to brocard.com, which I am about to do right now. She's a visual artist.
There we go.
Here we go. Hold on. Here's a little bit about her. Brocard is the creator of an enchanting world where dark, haunting aesthetics meet passion-fueled lyrics and design. Brocard is a dynamic storyteller who marries both music and fashion in an orchestral explosion designed to make the ears and eyes bleed. A one-woman horror story. If centuries aligned, Brocard could almost be the secret love child of Edgar Allan Poe and Sylvia Plath. I don't know if I'd put that on my About Me.
No.
The thought of Edgar Allan Poe having sex with Sylvia Plath is just gross. And,
Yep.
Edgar Allan Poe is going nevermore, and Sylvia Plath's like, but you like the nails. So I just...
Edgar Allan, no.
Edgar Allan, no. Anyways,
Yeah.
nobody's about me should be 2 columns long, but Bro Cards is.
True. All right. Canada Groceries. Canadian slam price difference on Aveeno baby cream at Dollarama versus Shoppers Drug Mart. And Shoppers Drug Mart is also part of the Loblaw group that was boycotted for a month in Canada. They own a whole bunch of different chains, like a massive amount, and they've been overcharging for a lot of things. So it is common for Canadian shoppers to shop around and compare prices. But the latest discrepancy has sent shockwaves on an online consumer group. As Canadians turn to dollar stores and smaller grocery chains amid inflation, a cost of living crisis, and a Reddit-led boycott of Loblaw-affiliated stores, shoppers are noticing a stark price difference on identical products. The latest? A shopper posted a recent viral Reddit thread showing Aveeno baby cream sold at Dollarama for $5. The same product at the same quantity, 166 milliliters, is being sold for $18.49 at Shoppers Drug Mart.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'll find something that's like $3.50 at Dollarama for like $5.50 at another grocery store. You know, that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
But a couple bucks more. But yeah, isn't that nuts? Like more than 3 times.
that's insane. Insane.
Yeah, it's nearly a whopping 4 times the Dollarama price at the Loblaw's owned pharmacy chain. As many users commented, how can that be? One aptly noted, this feels like the worst I've ever seen. Several shared previous shopping experiences at Dollarama where they found products including paper towels, chocolate, and even pregnancy tests for significantly less than the big box grocers. How are Dollarama prices able to be so much cheaper than everywhere else anyway? One commenter asked, I went into one for the first time in a year a month ago for paper towel and toilet paper, and it came out with a whole bunch for 90 or with a whole bunch of 90-cent chocolate bars because they were so cheap. And I don't think I've seen chocolate bars for that price since the late 90s. With an LOL. She said LOL. What else we got here? Some people theorize that it was expired stuff or like fake products, but it's not. Yeah, in other words, I skipped a bit, but in other words, Dollarama is indeed a good option if you're looking for more affordable groceries and supplies. And no, you don't have to worry about stores slapping fake labels onto their products. If you see Lysol wipes, they're Lysol wipes. And if you grab some Reynolds wrap, it's Reynolds wrap. But yeah, just nuts. Like more than 3 times,
gross.
almost 4 times the price. And I've been going to like, specifically Dollarama more lately, just because like if we want to get snacks to go to a movie, and you know we buy snacks at the movie theater. Yeah, you know you can get like a big bag of Twizzlers and a whole bunch of chocolate for like $6.
Right.
You know, it's just it makes more sense. I went there today to pick up what did I get today? Some baked beans randomly and some just like potato or corn chips like for salsa. And it was like nothing. And they have Lego sets, tiny little Lego sets, but for $5 each.
I'm afraid being famous isn't the same as being a true hero.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Please clear the set. That's a wrap.
Well, this guy's mugshot looks like he's crying a river. If you know what I'm talking about Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yes. He is a dick that'll be in a box soon.
I don't think he will be, but we'll see.
I'm just kidding.
He certainly will not have his license. That's for damn sure.
Yes. When is he gonna get his license back? It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May of 2028. So before I get into this story, I just want to say how pissed I am at him because, and I think I've said this to you, he has a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
a shit ton. In fact, his net worth is $250 million. No, wait. Yeah. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. 250 million. The man can pay for an Uber.
Yes. Or a driver.
But that being said, an article just came out. New information's emerged regarding Justin Timberlake's arrest for driving while intoxicated in the Hamptons, New York. First problem was you were in the Hamptons. Timberlake, who I can't believe this, but he's 43, was held overnight by Sag Harbor Police Department ahead of his arraignment in Eastern Long Island Village's courthouse Tuesday morning. Officers tailing the singer said that they watched him run a stoplight, swerve at least twice, while also failing to stay in the correct lane as he drove his BMW through the village. Timberlake, here's your problem right here. He refused a breath test.
Yeah.
Don't do that. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Don't refuse a breath test because that's an immediate suspension of a license and that's immediate going to the jail to have a blood test.
Yeah.
It just is. And I will get into the details of what the drink was that he had before he left. He was definitely drunk. You'll know when I describe it. So this is perfect for this show. Traffic stop was initiated. Upon investigation, it was determined that Mr. Timberlake was operating his vehicle while in an intoxicated condition. Ed Burke, who's the attorney for Timberlake, said, quote, "The charge was a single count because he refused the breath test. Mr. Timberlake was also charged with, so it wasn't a single count, was also charged with 2 other court citations, running a stop sign and not traveling the correct traffic lane. Court documents, police said they stopped Timberlake after midnight, observed that his eyes were bloodshot and glassy. Mugshot definitely shows that. Police also stated that a strong odor of alcoholic beverage was emanating from his breath. Now, while I don't like the whole I smell something situation.
Yeah, 100%.
I believe this one. Let's see here. He was unsteady on foot, performed poorly on all standardized field sobriety tests. Let's get to the important part, which is what did he drink? And this is literally about as like pop culture as I'll get, but he had a $21 cocktail. That was made famous by James Bond. He ordered a Vesper Martini from the menu at the American Hotel, and it's been described as all alcohol. Quote, "There is no mixer," the source said. The Vesper Martini contains Grey Goose vodka, Tanqueray gin, wine aperitif. See, I know I could never have this because I can't even pronounce these things.
Aperitif?
Yes, Lillet Blanc, and a thick twist of lemon rind. Cocktail blogger Moody Mixologist notes the cocktail is, quote, "not for the faint of heart, as the recipe usually calls for a whopping 4 ounces of liquor."
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Quote, "It's safe to say the level of alcohol in this martini is equivalent to a double of just about any other cocktail."
Yeah.
Or
a triple.
Timberlake, right. Timberlake told the cops he had just had 1 martini. No, sir. No. You probably had like 3 in 1.
Well, that's like saying you had 1 beer when you had a bomber of a beer that was 12% alcohol.
Right. I just had 1 drink and it's like a gallon size glass.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see here. His drink of choice, like I said, gained popularity when it appeared in the 1953 debut of Casino Royale, where the British spy called back a waiter after asking for a standard dry martini and tweaked his order. Bond said, quote, "Just a moment. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Pina Lillet. Shake it very well until it's ice cold, and then add a large, thin slice of lemon peel. Got it?" he said in the novel. So yeah, Timberlake was allegedly, quote, wasted at the hotel before his bust, with one source previously telling the Post he was grabbing and downing other people's drinks off their table. God damn.
Oh, wow.
The cops didn't recognize him. Timberlake reportedly said, quote, "This is going to ruin the tour," under his breath before being cuffed.
Douchebag.
He's supposed to perform the Madison Square Garden in Manhattan at the end of June. I don't think he might. He might not. I don't know.
He
probably
might.
will.
He probably will. Yeah.
He will. He
Because
bailed
he won't
out.
actually spend much time. But he probably might have spent the night in jail just as a drunk tank thing. But
They'll sentence
he's
him
rich
to
and
time
famous.
served for 12 hours.
Yeah, no shit, right?
He'll probably face a fine and a license suspension. So,
Yeah.
oh, it's so ridiculous. Anyways, there's your Justin Timberlake update.
All right.
It's gonna be May.
I was gonna tell you about Billy Ray Cyrus's divorce from Fire Rose after 7 months of marriage, but it doesn't really seem to say much other than irreconcilable differences, and he claims that there is fraud involved. I just love the fact that the picture, I don't know what it is. Billy Ray Cyrus is always wearing a BC Lions hat.
Oh, well, he's a fan.
I've never heard him talk about the CFL or BC Lions, but he's always wearing it. Why can I not share this?
You know what's interesting? If he's alleging this, it's fraud on her part.
Yeah.
I don't understand how, if she's going to run this kind of operation, he is wearing a BC Lions.
Yeah,
Cowboy
he wears
hat.
it all the time. I don't understand.
That's fun.
It's his favorite hat.
She chose Billy Ray Cyrus to run a fraud scheme?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're both country singers, it sounds like. She's actually, her real name is Joanna Rose Hodges. I don't know. They worked together.
Maybe you realize Fire Rose wasn't her actual name, and he got pissed.
Yeah.
And he said, "Now you're breaking my achy breaky heart."
Yeah, probably. But the actual story I was going to tell, we'll get off of that one. But Taylor Swift thrills Edinburgh food bank with generous donation. The Wonderland pop star made a donation to the food bank charity during the weekend of her record-breaking Eras tour performances in Edinburgh, or Edinburgh, whatever the hell the pronunciation is. Even amid a sold-out world tour, Taylor Swift still finds time to give back. According to Edinburgh Food Project, the Grammy-winning pop superstar, 34, generously donated to the food bank during the weekend of her 3 record-breaking era tour shows in the Scottish capital, which kicked off on June 7th. Quote, as fans gathered at Murrayfield on Friday for the first of 3 record-breaking gigs, Edinburgh Food Project found out that Taylor Swift would be making a donation to support food bank across the city. The food bank charity announced on Instagram on Monday, Taylor Swift's visit will live in Edinburgh's memory for years to come, and this gift will mean people in crisis will be able to feel the long-lasting impact.
Did they say how much?
I don't. Let's click on this link here on Instagram.
I mean,
no, it doesn't support. It doesn't say that. Also, she didn't come out. They came out to say, which also is nice because so many rich people will always like trumpet how much they've donated. It's a tax write-off. Come on.
Which makes me wonder if she's actually donated to the cities that she's been in.
Yeah, it could be.
Which would be cool. I mean, it'd be nice if she probably donated more than what one section of her concert costs. But
right.
You know, I mean, for all I know, she's doing 250 grand, 25. I don't know what she's doing, but you know, I mean, good for her not talking about it and just doing it.
How much did Taylor Swift?
And leave it to the Scots to get drunk and share the news.
Actually, you know what? Just looking at this one article came up. Sounds like she's been donating to local food banks since her Mammoth tour started in 2023. Yeah, so who knows how much?
I found a timeline of her, quote, generosity, except it doesn't give me the flipping time.
Yeah, right?
It did say that in 2011, which is way before she was like where she is now.
Mega rich superstar.
She donated $70,000 in books to her hometown library.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one? Here we go. Edinburgh Food Bank. She donated enough money to fund 125,000 meals. That's a lot of money.
And I just found that she donated $1 million to the Tennessee Emergency Response Fund following the deadly tornadoes. Um, she has a Taylor Swift charitable fund that's established for natural disasters.
Hey, I'm a
Um,
natural disaster. Will she donate to me?
she did. She made significant contributions to several food banks in cities where she performed.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Her donation to Silicon Valley Food Bank shared that her donation helped, quote, to nourish an average of about 500,000 people every month in Santa Clara and San Mateo counties as inflation takes a toll.
Damn.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too.
Your soul is mine forever.
I love that sting. Southern Baptists expel Virginia church for believing women can serve as pastors.
Yep, they sure did.
Even as they prepare to vote on a formal ban on churches with women pastors, delegates of the Southern Baptist Convention annual meeting voted overwhelmingly Tuesday to boot one such church from its ranks. Messengers, messengers as voting representatives are known, voted 6,759 to 563 to oust First Baptist Church of Alexandria, a historic Virginia congregation that affirms women can serve in any pastoral role, including as senior pastor. A similar scenario played out at last year's meeting. Two congregations, including a well-known California megachurch, were ejected from the convention. 92% of messengers approved this year's ouster.
That church is a grand total of an hour and a half for me.
You know what? I'm not big on churches, but I would support this one that had a female what do they call them? Pastor again? Whatever.
There's so many. There's so
Yeah.
many churches that have female lead pastors. So
Yeah.
many. Like, get with the fucking times. It's no wonder people are leaving your goddamn churches.
Yeah,
That's right.
like-
I said goddamn church.
It's these goddamn churches, it's the goddamn Catholics, and they're must be male and can't get married, can't have can't have sex. I wonder what happens when you force people to be celibate.
Stephen Lynch has a song called Altar Boy. And if you
Yes.
haven't listened to it, we're going to listen to it at the end of this show when we're done recording.
Yes.
So
yeah, just fuck these people, fuck them all. It's your turn.
Yeah, so we're going to head back to Scotland, where hundreds of Scottish churches are up for sale as the UK turns away from Christianity. The Church of Scotland is selling 100 historic buildings to free up funds after a drastic decline in the number of worshippers and ministers. Churches, plots of land, and former council houses, some dating back to 1700s, have been listed for sale at prices ranging from £35,000 in what the church has described as a, quote, painful move. So yeah, they've lost 1 million members since 2001. Majority of Scots now say they have no religion. It's let's see, it's also grappling with a fall in clergy numbers. The church revealed it had lost 40 of its ministers since 2000. By ridding itself of centuries-old energy-sapping buildings, the church is hoping it can reduce the pressure on congregational finances. Okay. Sure. I don't know. The church owns thousands of properties. So, it's almost like Scientology.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm done with this article.
Yeah. I just laugh. I just looked up for British Columbia and the census in 2021. 52.1% of British Columbians have no religion and secular perspectives, which is up from 2011, where it was 44.1.
Yeah, and 2023, 68% of Americans identify with Christians. with Christianity, 7% non-Christian, 22% have none. I'm gonna need more folks to. It's not. I mean, it's not gonna change. It's gonna stick that way probably. But
It looks like 53.3% of Canada's population considers itself Christian.
yeah, like 48, almost 49% are Protestants, 23% are Catholics, 1.8% are Mormons.
There we go. Canada, it's 34.6% of none, which is still pretty high. But whatever, that's not what we're talking about.
Well, everybody, thank you for listening to the Brew Crime News, where we deliver your daily news monthly. If you like this, we'll do more, but you got to pay us. So go join our Patreon. I don't know what else to say. We're doing a series on Scientology. That's fun, and I think you'll like it. So, head over to patreon.com/brewcrime and join today.
Woohoo! Bye.
Unsolicited ad intro here.